What's up, Tiger Nation? Steve Leslie, YSNLive.com, your home of the Springfield Tigers, Week 8, as the Tigers get prepared to face Mineral Ridge Friday night at home. We'll talk about that. Cannot thank Melissa, Debbie, and Tiffany and the staff here at the Tigers table for all they do for all of us and at YSN and all they do for the Springfield Tigers athletic program. Let's have a hand, fans, for tight end senior Jake O'Donnell. Jake, thanks for joining us again.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Friday night, you go Friday night against another quality opponent. You're starting to get on a little bit of a roll. Another good football game by the Tigers. Talk about that win a little bit.
I think we prepared really well for it throughout the week. I think we knew what we had to do in order to win the game. And we had some mistakes that were self-inflicted, but I think overall it wasn't too bad. It was a good win. Yeah,
good win, no doubt. We talked a little bit off the air. Homecoming. You went to homecoming, obviously. We'll talk a little homecoming. Parades, a different week of football practice for you guys. I talked with Coach. He thought you guys handled it well, but it's still a different week.
Yeah.
Talk about some of those little differences, and also talk about how much fun homecoming was after a big win on Friday night.
Throughout the week, we had to cut down practice a little bit, obviously, because we had a parade, and it was just important for us to not get distracted. And then, homecoming was fun. The speakers actually cut out halfway through it, though. So the
speakers cut out. Well, we had a little malfunction here early on our first one. We're on take 2, which is fine with me. But I see a football team that I go back and I want to see what you say, that played a great non-league schedule. Geneva, South Range, those teams are big-time playoff contenders, as are the Springfield Tigers, no doubt. Now you're in the league play, and you guys are kind of handling business. Do you look at it that way, that your schedule in the non-league has prepared you guys for this league schedule?
Yeah, I mean, I'd much rather go out and play these harder teams and get ourselves prepared, because we know that the time's going to come where we're going to have to strap up and play a really good football team.
Yeah, the time's coming. It is Week 8. Mineral Ridge comes to town, and Tiger Nation, it is going to be senior night for the Springfield Tigers at home. Has that hit you yet? Senior night at home, last home regular season game. Talk about some of those things.
It's a little crazy because my whole life I've always come to the games and seen all the seniors walking, and now that's me. And it's kind of sad, but at the same time it's kind of nice because that'll be a fun thing to do with my family.
It'll be a great thing for your family. Shout out to your family. They're here again tonight, and thanks for all they do for your football and all you do away from football. Have you thought about what that's going to feel like when they announce your name and you're walking out with your parents on senior night?
I think it's going to be kind of cool, but kind of sad at the same time, because I know that's my last time playing a regular season game there. So, it'll kind of be a mixed emotions.
Mixed emotion for sure, but Tiger Nation, it's not going to be their last home game. I'm going to say that. We're going to get a W Friday night. We're going to finish out, hopefully, the regular season and get some home playoff games. How special is it to play at that stadium for 4 years now? Talk about that.
Well, it's special in the first place, but this year with the new turf, it's really nice. And having the home field and having all the people that we know come out from our town is just really special.
Yeah, there's no doubt. There's not a better place to play on Friday night than Tigers Stadium. They will host Mineral Ridge Friday night. We'll have it for you on YSN with Jake O'Donnell, tight end and D end. Mineral Ridge is a good football team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Talk about that a little bit and how important this football game is. It seems like you're in the middle of a juggernaut now, where you've gone 3 or 4 weeks in a row with teams you're right there with, or they're ahead of you in the computer points. Talk about Mineral Ridge.
I think it's important to not let the computer stuff and these sports pages, their predictions, get to our heads. I think we just need to go out there and show them what we can do.
Do you look at that stuff?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do.
Okay, so today's world, you always look at power rankings, computer rankings, those types of things. But it's a good football team that has a talented offense, good defensively. Talk about weather. This has been 85 degrees today, 80 degrees yesterday. How has it been practicing in summer-like weather?
Kind of brings you back to doubles a little bit, but I think we just got to focus up. I mean, obviously it's not the greatest conditions, but it's just important to get a good week of practice in, I think. Yeah,
they're having a great week. No doubt it'll end Friday night as Mineral Ridge comes to town. Jake O'Donnell, senior player profile. You're one of my favorite guys to talk to. Have you guys discussed seniors as a group? Have you taken a moment to say, this is it? This is our last regular season together as a group.
Yeah.
And I know how important this group is. They're all here, how tight you guys are. Has that hit yet?
I mean, we've always kind of talked about it before we go out. Almost every game, we're like, kind of like, well, this is kind of it. Like, so we got to enjoy this and just do the best we can.
You guys do a very good job of enjoying not only game nights, but I see it here every Tuesday night, another packed house. When you see people here to support you guys every week, is that extra motivation?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's great to see everybody come out here and try and support their team.
Yeah, no doubt. And the Tiger Nation is supported big time. Come on out to Tiger Stadium Friday night as they host Mineral Ridge. Jake, we've already done all the rapid fire, so I'm not going to put you through all that again. But talk about your family a little bit and what they mean to you as you head into this final stretch of your senior season.
I mean, they've been with me since I started playing football 9 years ago, and they're still with me. I mean, they support me so much throughout it, even if I have a bad game, they're always telling me to just keep my head up and play better the next week. So I couldn't thank them enough.
Well, thanks to your family, no doubt, for all they do for you. It's going to be a great senior night. I know it. This football team's going to play well. When we talked earlier, we talked about goals. We talked about how you want this to end. It's all right out there in front of you. You talked about making the playoffs. That's out in front of you. You talked about winning a league championship. That's out in front of you. You talked about playing with your senior group. That's all out in front of you. Do you still talk about all those goals?
Yeah, every day we always work towards the goal. Obviously, the biggest goal of the state championship.
Sure.
But right now, we're more focused on just winning the league and doing what we can right now.
I love that you say state championship because that's the ultimate goal. But you can't get to an ultimate goal unless you take care of goals during the year.
Yeah.
Regular season, or a league title, winning your last home game, getting home playoff games. All those things are in front of you. When you look at all that, has it gone fast? We're week 8. That is crazy that I come every week and I say it every week, but does it go as fast for you guys as it does for all of us?
It goes very fast. I remember getting into my car week 1, going to the game and thinking, well, I mean, it's week 1 already. I mean, I still thought I had a lot of time, but here we are,
not
week
a lot
8.
of time. Week 8.
When we look at the schedule and see who we're playing in week 8, it's kind of crazy, but.
All right, so we're with Jake O'Donnell. Come on out Friday night, big game as they face Mineral Ridge. I'm going to close it with this. You're a senior now, so I'm going to go, no rapid fire, but I'm going to give you a chance to shout out your favorite teacher and your favorite class as a senior.
Right now, I'd probably still have to go with Mr. Guerrero's carpentry class.
Okay. And that's a big skill that we talked about, no doubt. Shout out to Coach Guerrero and all he does in school for not only the Tiger athletes, but everybody at Springfield. Jake, it's been a pleasure to have you on. I loved talking to you the second time around. It's fun to get to know Jake O'Donnell. I know you very well. I know what this group of players means to you guys, and I know what this season means. All I can say is enjoy it. Enjoy Friday night. Enjoy senior night. Get a W. We'll talk again next week to another group, and let's get the Springfield Tigers a league championship, and let's get ourselves prepared to maybe host a playoff game. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. How about a hand, fans?